Hi there, I'm Michelle Beatty. I'm a professional development strategist and the founder of Skills Recharged. Today I'm sharing one of my never give up journeys, and this one is about becoming PMP Certified. It was a journey that definitely had its ebbs and flows for sure. Everyone's journey and timeline to becoming PMP Certified through the Project Management Institute are different. I know some that decided to take the exam and pass the exam in 2 weeks. Mine started differently. It started with a conversation with the founder of Women of Project Management, Asya Watkins. I connected with her through social media. One thing for sure, researching industries is a necessity for my work with Career Tipper and Skills Recharged. My initial contact was on behalf of a Career Tipper follower that I was working with that wanted to transition to start working in a project manager role. I needed help further understanding the hiring trends and the needs of the project management industry. Asya was indeed helpful and was an information reservoir with solutions, answers, and insight. Before the call ended, Asya asked me if I knew if I was a project manager. I explained to her why I did not perceive myself being a project manager based on feedback that I had received and a good portion of imposter syndrome layered in over the years for me. Asya cleared her throat and began to educate and inform why I was indeed a project manager. She squashed the myths that I believed about becoming PMP certified and started crushing the imposter syndrome too. Asya also stressed that I did not need to become PMP certified to be a project manager. The certification qualified you for more opportunities, higher pay, and validation of your expertise. My replies were full of questions and a few buts, but by the end of the conversation in 2016, Asya had issued me a plan of work for me to complete to become certified. I was also in awe that my efforts to help someone else ultimately helped me. Asya became my mentor and would check in with me and celebrate each of my milestones that we had set along the way. In 2019, Asya gave me a nudge, like, hey, Shell, it's time to start to study for the PMP exam, and she introduced me to Mahjooba Bianchi, the CEO of 3T Institute. What I liked about working with Mahjooba and the 3T team is that they help you study, and they're your accountability partner until you pass the PMP exam. Little did I know that it would take me 2 years to pass the exam because life happened, including an interstate move and the start of the pandemic. I was anxious and very eager to pass the exam before it changed in 2021. I was confirmed to take the exam in December 2020. I had studied and I felt I was ready. I was feeling prepared and ready to end 2020 with this goal completed and in the bag. Well, the day before I took the exam, I had a day full of unexpected high emotions that ultimately mentally threw me off my mental game. I did not pass the PMP exam. I was grateful that I had not been sharing with many people that I had been preparing for the PMP exam. And in hindsight, I should have rescheduled my PMP exam date and let go of this fixated goal to pass the PMP exam in 2020. Lesson learned. That weekend, I was scheduled to complete Scrum training, and I was determined to achieve part 2 of my year-end goal of becoming Scrum certified. And I did. A couple of days after failing the PMP exam, I submitted payment to retake the PMP exam in 2020. I was not able to confirm another PMP exam date in 2020. No dates were available, but the clock for me to retake the PMP exam had begun, and it had a non-negotiable deadline. All the encouragement and resources that I needed to study the new exam format were in place, and the Scrum training was proving to be helpful with preparing for the retake. Let's say that imposter syndrome got a good grip of me again, and I dragged my feet knowing the clock was ticking. After a pep talk with Mahjooba, my confidence grew again and my ability to pass the exam the second time. I set my exam date and started completing my mock exams at the same time that I would be taking the actual exam. I was focused and I was determined not to let my investment of time and money go to waste. This time around, I hadn't made any big announcements again about taking the exam either. Exam day came and I was ready. The day before was gratefully uneventful, and I had my bottle of water, my energy boosting snacks, and I wore layers because the rooms could be cold, and I was ready. When anxiety was getting the best of me during the exam, I would meditate and reaffirm my passing of the exam for like 15 seconds, and then I returned to my business of passing the exam. When the screen displayed that I had passed the exam, I cried, and I was grateful that this journey ended on a good note and I could move on and not be haunted about not completing this goal. If becoming PMP certified is on your to-do list, invest in help if you need it. Get it done. You got this. I'm going to say congratulations to you early. Until next time, keep your stride and your skills recharged.